So Emily,
So Becca,
would you like to share with everyone what just transpired on our food voyage?
okay, so first and foremost, happy Friday. All very excited.
Yay, TGIF.
We made it through the week!
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay, so, Becca,
Yes.
we had plans to hang out tonight.
Indeed we did.
As we do most nights. Let's be honest. And you texted me saying, what do you want to do for dinner? And I said, well, damn, I'm broke. But what do you want to do? And there was a lot of, what do you want to do? Well, what do you want to do? There's a lot
of back and forth. Yeah, definitely. A lot of basic white bitch can't figure out what we want to eat situation. So we went with Taco Bell, the tried and true.
First of all, every motherfucker on this side of our town decided that they wanted Taco Bell tonight. Because once again, it's Friday. You gotta load up on carbs before you go get fazzucked. If you know what I'm saying.
Get schwiffity-schwasted.
Get riggedy wrecked, son! Hashtag Dan Harmon sponsor us. So we got Taco Bell. Because, you know, Taco Bell, it's a grade below dog food, but it's filling and it's cheap. So why not? It tastes good. It doesn't taste like dog food. It's fine.
Or does it? Have you eaten dog food?
No, but I almost ate a dog biscuit once, but that's a story for another time. So we order our food. $22 worth of Taco Bell. We get up to the window. And we ordered quite a bit of food.
Yeah, and we came with three beverages. Three large beverages.
So they hand us our drinks first.
They handed it to me, which was a poor choice.
I should not have let Becca drive.
I tried to pass it to her. And I trusted that carrier way too much.
Because once again, you don't go to Taco Bell for the quality of their drink carriers.
You really don't.
So, to make a long story real motherfucking short,
I baptized her with Dr. Pepper.
I am currently covered in fucking Dr. Pepper, even though I cleaned myself. I don't know where it's coming from. It's leaking out of my pores. I'm covered in Dr. Pepper. That poor Hyundai Elantra was covered in Dr. Pepper.
Yes, I do drive a Hyundai Elantra.
I just wanted...
It's silver. Would you like to know my tag number as well?
There is an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Harry Potter sticker on the back.
Because that's the kind of person I am.
At least you don't have a Doctor Who sticker. You're not that person.
Yeah, or I don't have stick figures of my family members.
Oh! It's just like 2 people and a dog.
I saw this one girl the other day. Were you with me? We were driving, and it was like their guns. It was the guns they had list. Like, she had my family, and it was her guns. And I was
but
like,
do you remember that one chick we saw at Fusakli's? That it was like camo or something, but she had like 12 kids and it like stretched across the back of her window.
She was a terrible person. Fucking Deborah.
Anyway, so, we gave those poorly paid Taco Bell workers a real show.
Because I dumped this fucking Dr. Pepper on her. I felt it happening, okay? And I did nothing to stop it.
That's the worst part, is I was on my phone, so I put my phone down. I'm like, oh, Becca's handing me drinks. And I could feel it happening, but there was nothing I could do to stop it. Because I swear to God, Becca, your handle's like right in the middle, just like pushing it.
I tried
trying to break it.
I tried to catch it, and what I did was remove the top to just make sure I fully dumped it everywhere. On my phone, in all of the freaking like little areas in the dashboard. There were ice and puddles everywhere.
Most importantly, on your sister. Hi, thank you.
Okay. First of all, I don't have to clean you. That's not my responsibility.
So yeah, and so
we're sitting there. I immediately just bust out laughing, because what else do you do in that situation?
You either laugh or cry, and honestly, it was kind of fucking hilarious. The girl at the drive-thru window was kind enough to refill the drink.
Yes, she was.
But then she told all her coworkers about it, so there's like a horde of Taco Bell employees
throwing napkins at us. I'm just handing her stack after stack, because fuck, what am I supposed to do?
I can't see anything.
It's so dark.
It's dark. I'm trying to hold on.
It's cold.
I'm trying to hold on to this busted drink carrier.
With the 2 other cups that we'd like to not spill. And in actuality, it really wasn't a full-on Dr. Pepper. It's just the sugary syrup in which goes into Dr. Pepper.
Oh, it was real sweet. Like, this
Real
is giving me a
sweet.
sugar high.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass out.
I got diabetes through skin contact. It was like osmosis diabetes. Diabetes?
And, there's no end to the story that's real fun. We came home and we cleaned her car out because that's what you do when you're an adult. You deal with your problems. However, as we were driving away, I don't recall the rest of the conversation, but the last thing I heard from this very kind Taco Bell employee was, I don't give a fuck.
She looked at her coworker and she was like, I don't know, she dumped the drink on her. Like, as if I had been planning it, like, this entire time. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get her in the car, and then I'm gonna dump soda all over her bitch ass. She don't love it.
What am I doing?
I'm gonna push him.
Push him. Hashtag
I got
AIDS.
AIDS.
No, too strong. Hold back.
I'm new in town.
No, that's right. I will pepper in the fact that I am gay, for that is a given.
Little backstory.
So yeah, we had a very
yeah.
eventful trip to Taco Bell.
That's how we ended. You know, honestly, a great week. It's been a great week for me. I don't know about you guys, but like I'm loving it. Like, adult life going super swell. Nothing but sunshine in the horizon.
And rainbows.
Yeah, from the Dr. Pepper.
You know what? I feel that. For those of you who don't know anything about us, me personally, I am 21, unemployed, and living at home. And Becca is...
It's only doing slightly better.
She's doing much better than I am, in actuality, but, like, only slightly better than I am, let's be honest.
In actuality, honesty is both of those things. She's somehow doing better, but worse. I don't understand how she does it. It's kind of a mystery.
She has a job, and that's one more job than I have. It's different levels of stressors because we're in 2 different points in our lives. And it's okay, because both of our sets of problems are valid.
Yeah, and also it gives our listeners like a really wide a range of like how life can be. It can be so many different things, you guys. And it's okay.
You can learn so many things from these 2 white girls who grew up in the suburbs of a small town.
This is true. We know a lot.
Becca, I happen to think you impart a lot of wisdom on me, actually.
Like what? I didn't even know how to wash my wallet. I had to get you to Google it.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Google. It's free. Hashtag anyways.
Hashtag and chips.
What? And chips?
Your ice cream, my ice cream, and chips.
That's a quote that my 8-year-old said to me as he was, I guess, like categorizing everything I had eaten one night. And just so we're clear, like, I had like maybe 2 scoops. They were larger scoops, but 2 scoops left in mine. And he had barely any left in his. I just finished it off.
Why are you trying to defend yourself to these people?
Because I just don't want them to like get this image that I'm like a okay, that's fair.
You know what? Because you know what? All of these people are just like us, and they are also probably sad and tired and broke and eating like 4 pints of Ben & Jerry's in one night. It's fine.
But they're not covered in Dr. Pepper.
And whose fault is that?
I blame the makers of those fucking cup holders.
Once again, you don't go to Taco Bell for the quality of anything.
Yeah, we're reviewing the cup holders of Taco Bell is what we're doing here.
So we're gonna start a brand new podcast. It's gonna be a series detailing and investigating the quality of drink holders from various fast food restaurants.
Hands down, Chick-Fil-A will have the best. Because they're reinforced with the armor of the Lord.
Oh my god, my dad... Okay, 2 things. my dad, I don't remember the exact quote, but I was hanging out with my family and my dad was on Facebook because, you know, we're a family in 2018, so we all sit together, but we sit on our phones. It's fine.
Yeah. I come over just to sit on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, near you guys.
But it's like, it's nice to have you there.
Yeah, it's like I want to hear you breathing, but I don't want you to actually talk to me.
If I happen to see a good meme, like, I get that instant gratification of, like, showing you and you laugh.
Yeah, but you don't even show it to me, you just send it to me across the room.
But you still laugh, and I get to hear you laugh, and that makes my heart happy.
Because my laugh when I see memes is genuinely... And that is what I equate to LOL in texting.
The meme laugh. But my dad, I can't even fucking remember it now, but my dad read, like, this meme post that was like, why don't you dunk yourself in holy water before you eat God's chicken, you fucking heathen.
Oh my god, was it the one where it's like there's a freaking mouthwash thing?
I have no idea.
Okay, I saw one earlier that...
My dad probably shared it.
I don't know, my friend showed it to me, and it was like, in the Chick-Fil-A bathroom, there's like a mouthwash station, and it was like, you better wash your unholy mouth before you eat the Lord's chicken.
That's probably what it was. Oh, that's so great. Oh my god. Okay, so story number 2, and this is a good one.
I'm super excited.
So as we all know, at least those of us that frequent Chick-fil-A, as you and me do, Chick-fil-A does not fuck around.
They don't.
Like, they have the power of God and anime on their side.
What is that like?
Do you not know that Vine? Oh my god.
Do it for the Vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the Vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, tell your story.
Okay, so Chick-fil-A does not fuck around. When you order your shit, they get that shit right the first time. That's just how Chick-fil-A is. So my dear sweet mother, God bless her.
Bless her.
Bless her. She goes to Chick-fil-A. She gets her food, they hand her drink, and she's about to drive away. And she says, oh, I don't have a straw. Some 16-year-old working the window, and she's like, oh, no, ma'am, it's in the bag. And my mom, like, digs around. She's like, no, it's not in there. And so the girl's like, okay, yeah, and hands her another straw. My mom drives off. And, like, she gets back to the shop, she sits down to eat her lunch, and lo and behold, there's a straw in the bag. And all I can think is, like, that poor 16-year-old probably got fired because my mother didn't look hard enough for a fucking straw.
She didn't get fired, she got flogged with a bite.
She got flogged with a cat of nine tails. They, like, strung her up in the back lot. Oh god, but I think about that girl at least once a week.
Like, hoping she's okay.
Yeah, like, I hope she's okay.
Like, emotionally, she is destroyed.
Like,
but she has to put on a fake smile at work.
It's my pleasure! I'm gonna fucking kill you!
It's my pleasure to serve you. Have you heard the Chick-fil-A rap?
Yes, you showed it to me. I love a one-off story. I love, like, when I'm fat. I like food. I go to various fast food restaurants because I'm too lazy to cook. And every once in a while, you'll get, like, somebody that says, oh, it's my pleasure, but you're not at Chick-fil-A, and you're just like, You
used to work there.
Yeah.
It's just my pleasure to serve you.
It's one of those weird things, like, you just know a Chick-fil-A person, right? So, yeah, having a grand old time. There was something else I was gonna tell you. Like, I thought about as I was telling the Chick-fil-A story.
I hate when that happens. It's like when you are playing Cards Against Humanity, and you draw the perfect card for the thing you just put down. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a good question. What is the best Cards Against Humanity hand you have ever played?
That I have played or I've seen played?
Whichever one is your favorite.
I like this one that I saw that was the card that you had to play for was What's That Smell? And my friend, straight-faced, he's a very, like, somber person, just in general, like, very stoic, and he sets it down, and he sits back, arms crossed, just waiting for it to get, like, read out loud. P.S. I hate the people that you play Cards Against Humanity with who don't read all the fucking options. Like, we'd like to laugh as well. How about you read it out loud, Brenda?
I understand that, because, like, I feel like whenever I'm reading, when I'm the card Cesar or whatever, like, it's just, like, dead quiet, and, like, everyone's staring at me and waiting for me to fuck up. But, like, you don't want to talk when, like, somebody's trying to be fucking funny, right? Anyway, go on.
Anyways, yeah, so he played...
Somebody tell stories.
He played... hashtag anyways. He played the Holocaust to the What's That Smell card, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I liked it a lot. What about you?
Oh god, there's been so many. And I can't remember the actual black card, but we played a game, a bunch of us at your old apartment, and I just remember something about Bill Clinton and sausages. It was really fucking weird. But I think one of my favorites that I've ever seen, like, online is, what's the next big superhero movie? And it was genetically engineered super soldiers and Russian assassins.
Uh-huh.
So, I thought that was funny. It was probably staged.
I like the ones where it's like, they have been holding on to these cards so they had, like, the perfect duo.
Yes!
You know, where it's like Batman and Dead Parents or something like that, and you're just like, that's perfect. Like, you can't even... Like, what's Batman's secret pleasure? Dead parents. Or Robin.
But Becca, at least in our group, we never play, like...
Doubles.
Like, the doubles
Never.
or triples.
Fuck that shit. The response every time you pull one of those is no, and you just push it to the
like
side.
a groan, and it, like, goes in the wastebasket.
Also, my very least favorite card of all is Build a Haiku. I'm like, I don't want to do
I
this.
think the fuck not.
That's
that's a lot of cards to read. Like,
why do I have
shit to do?
Why do I have a school assignment all of a sudden? Like, why did you just give me homework? Like,
I am not in AP English anymore. I don't
I don't have to do this shit anymore. Yeah. So. But I like, personally, I don't know if any of you guys have played, my friend JR introduced it to us, but on, like, if you have a computer or if you have Xbox or PlayStation, you can get Jackbox TV games. And they're super cool because it's like, your phone is your, like, way that you interface with the game. So you put in your answers through your phone. But then it shows up on the TV, and so everyone gets to enjoy it.
It's real fun and interactive.
It is super fun, and there's a bunch of different games, and one of them is Quiplash, which is essentially like...
I feel like most people know what Quiplash is. At least
I freaking hope they do. But I'm just going to explain it just for those who don't. Who are like,
for the 189-year-old that listens to us.
Yeah. Quiplash is essentially like Cards Against Humanity. You have a prompt that's on the TV that everyone gets to see, and you put in your answers, but the thing is you don't have, like, options to pick. You have to write in your own response.
Oh, it's so hard when you're not clever.
It usually is, like, the first round, but then you kind of, like, get the swing of it, and then everybody kind of just, like, comes up with some good shit. And recently, I played with a bunch of friends from work, and,
do tell.
And, the prompt was, what's a weird thing to say to the checkout clerk when you're buying a bunch of new underwear? And it had to be 3 words. And I played, because of who I am, I stay wet. And I won 100% of the votes.
Oh
for
my
that.
god.
It was delightful.
What was that? We, when we were brainstorming names, what was that? Titties, taints, and...
Oh, it was taints, titties, and Tic Tacs. And it was something like you had to have, like, 3 T's or something.
It was
like,
one of those fucking, like, acronym ones.
Probably.
That I hate, by the way.
I kind of like them because we've come up with some very funny, like,
so much.
That, the one guy, I used that, his nickname was from that for the longest time, JRP. Was it JRP? No, it was LSJ. Because he thought it was funny, Long Schlong John. And they called him
so juvenile.
J. False, so by the way, but that's neither here nor there.
Damn.
Hey!
Crickets. You hear them crickets in the background? Just listen. Yeah. Fucking harsh. I mean, you know what else I love, though? I love, like, those rounds where, like, it's not really alluding to anything, but, like, somehow everyone's on the same page.
Like, everyone says penis.
Or, like, Donald Trump, because Donald Trump's an easy shot, and it's a good way to get points.
It really is. And it's like every single person will have something about Donald Trump, and then it's, like, hard to judge, because you're like, they're all very accurate.
I would like to say, we accept everybody. We're very kindly people. But this is also a podcast run by 2 very liberal white women. So, Do with that what you will. There's gonna be a lot of Donald Trump jokes.
Honestly, because how can there not be?
But, however, if anyone has any decent white people jokes, please send them to sociallyawkwardsesh@gmail.com, because I am always down for a good white people joke.
I love all jokes, so really just send any of your good jokes. That would be awesome.
If you have any good Holocaust jokes, or maybe 9/11.
We're super into those. Emily, did you know a statistic about 9/11?
Oh god, what?
Did you know that
Oh god.
that 9 out of 10 Jenga games are played on 9/11? Like, one day a year, you guys. One day a year you can't play Jenga. Honestly.
So fucked up. Is that a real statistic?
I mean, it could be.
I wish you had just said, yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's real fucked
Kinda
up.
like a liar.
You know, like a liar.
Fucking Jenga.
Listen, it's terrible, and maybe it's a little racist, but I do love a good Holocaust joke. I also love a good anti-joke.
I love anti-jokes.
Like, what's worse than the Holocaust?
Nothing, she was pretty bad.
That's funny, right?
It
Like,
is
that shit's
hilarious. I
funny.
love it. Yeah, especially like over breakfast with my family who's like super conservative. Me and my nephew like to go back and forth with those. They don't think they're funny, but we sure do. And also, their horrified gasps are also hilarious. Oh, did I ever tell you the joke my mom came back from Brazil with?
I feel like you did, but please tell me again.
Okay, so my
It was
mom...
the super racist, like, black person
It
joke,
was,
right?
it was.
Oh my
super
God.
racist joke.
God.
So...
Can I tell everyone about your mom?
Yes.
Okay, so Becca's mom is, like, the sweetest, like, most kind-hearted, God-fearing lady on this side of the USA. She's very sweet.
She is.
She is just a real gem.
She's like innocent. She's like the pure. Like, you're surprised that she's made it.
She is. She's so pure.
Like, I don't know how she's made it to like 60 and stayed so fucking pure.
She's wonderful. She's a wonderful lady. And,
she is. And she married my dad twice and she still stayed pure.
Oh god.
So, a little backstory to this joke is the reason that she even told it was she was trying to keep up. So
it's all your fault then.
It wasn't me, it was my dad. Okay, so also, my mom and my dad are not married still. They did get married twice, so that's not a joke. For sure, that happened.
Oh, also, she can't go to Africa because she's been divorced twice.
Even though I think that's unfair. Like, okay, first of all, I don't want my mom to go to Africa. Not that I have anything against Africa, I just don't want her far away from me because I need her,
I'm
and
needy.
that's selfish. Yeah. But I'm still a small child.
I am very small.
I'm almost 30, but I am a small child.
You are. Oh shit, you're gonna be.
I'm almost 30.
28 this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's gross. It's
Woo!
gross.
I don't like that one bit.
Me
okay.
neither. I'm on board with you on that. Anyways, she was all in this mode. Well, so my very lovely stepfather passed away recently. It's been about a year now. So she, after that, decided that she was gonna up and move to Africa on a missions trip. And she was all gung-ho about this, and I was not supportive whatsoever, which, you know, that's a great child thing, to not be supportive of your parents' dreams. I'm a great child.
But also, in your defense, like, she was acting very irrationally.
Yes.
Post-trauma. Which you should never make big decisions post-trauma.
No.
Which is why a lot of white girls give themselves bangs after a bad breakup. Don't make decisions when you're sad.
Don't cut your own bangs.
Oh my
It
God.
never works out. I don't care what the internet says. Anyways,
Pinterest fails are a thing for a reason, Skylar.
they're trying to save you from yourself. So anyways...
Is that cute? I'm single, ladies and gentlemen.
She snorts. Hey. So she couldn't go to Africa because she's been Africa. She can't go to Africa. She can't go to Africa because she's been divorced twice, and I don't feel like that's fair because it's the same person. If it, like, at most it's like 1.5 divorces. Okay, like, it's not a full
But did
divorce.
you ever figure out why that is? Was it just like strictly a religious thing?
I have no idea. I'm thinking it is, but my initial response when she told me it was,
That's bullshit.
Was like relief, like a flood of relief, but then also I was like, well,
What?
fuck them. They don't even deserve her. She's a gosh darn saint.
But listen, like I said, because we had this conversation with my parents,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad, even though he's been divorced like 4 times, could probably go to Africa because he's a man.
Right.
But dear sweet your mom.
Do you know what joke I made recently about divorce?
Do tell.
So somehow, like, the conversation of O.J. Simpson came up at breakfast at my sister's house.
I love it.
And like my great aunt was there, and she just like got really offended, and she was like, I saw an interview with him about after he got acquitted for that or whatever, and blah blah blah, and she was like, he was just laughing like, oh, I just murdered her, blah blah blah, or whatever. And
Oh,
like,
because he totally murdered her.
He for sure did, but like I'm pretty sure on an interview he wasn't like, aha, I murdered her. He might have been, aha, I got away with it, but he wasn't like, aha, I was really guilty.
I mean, he could have stood on the steps of the courthouse and been like, I did it, I killed her. And
also his bitch ass got arrested anyways for some other dumbass shit.
Dude, karma's a bitch.
It'll get you.
Like, it'll get you. But please tell your O.J. Simpson divorce joke.
So anyways, they were like, oh, he just killed her because he wasn't happy or whatever. And I was like, well, him and Edward V or whatever would be like really good friends. Because Homeboy was chopping was chopping everybody's god. I don't know what his name is.
Oh
Henry VIII. I'm not great with history. That's not my strong suit.
That's what my bachelor's degree is in.
Well, that's why you're doing that. That's not what I'm doing. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be.
I do.
Back to my mother. Excuse me.
I have to write something down or else I'm gonna forget.
Okay, well,
please.
So she can't go to Africa.
She can't
I was
go to Africa.
offended, yeah. And so after all of that happened, my dad smelt blood in the water kind of thing, and he was like, I'm gonna start hanging out with old girl again. I'm gonna try to get in real good with that. She's secure emotionally and also like financially, and I'd like to like get a piece of that. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Can't get enough of that sugar, Chris. I need to show you that clip. I love the Game Grumps.
I don't know what that is.
They're a comedy video game duo on YouTube. Riley watches them. They're fantastic. I'm gonna show you every video ever. But please.
Okay.
Continue.
So we decide, and my mother has been worried about my father for quite a bit of time because he lives like, on his own in a shitty house. I'm worried about
your father.
And you gotta get over it. I have. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for you. It doesn't help him. Anyways, so she was like, well, he never could come to family things when my stepdad was alive because my stepdad knew he was not good and did not appreciate his company whatsoever. So my father was never invited to any family gatherings.
Your stepdad was a stand-up guy, though, so I don't blame him.
He was the most wonderful. So
very nice man.
Anyway, yes, very reliable. Let's change the subject kind. Because, yeah.
Are you getting sad?
So, yeah. So anyway, we were like, okay, well, he's not here to not want to hang out with my dad, so we'll invite him to a family gathering. I think it was Thanksgiving.
His ghost comes to your mom,
and he's knocking shit off the shelves. Like, I saw what you did there. You just couldn't wait for me to
I'm gonna be the pettiest ghost.
Me too.
If I die young, I'm for sure gonna come back and haunt all y'all bitches.
I told Riley that if he puts me in a nursing home, I'm for sure gonna make all of the rest of his life very uncomfortable. He's always gonna feel cold. I'm just gonna be on his ass,
you're
white on rice on a paper plate.
You're never gonna feel warmth for the rest of your life.
Because my spirit will just be there cooling you to your fucking bones.
Oh my god.
So anyways, we invite my dad to come to Thanksgiving at my sister's house. And my sister wasn't really into it. My brother certainly wasn't. Beard cream was not into that at all.
Beard cream.
And anyways, my dad comes. My dad is classic, old white dad kind of vibe. He's straight Brazilian, both of my parents are, but they have an
classic
accent.
Old white guy.
He loves to be awkward in public and try to make you uncomfortable. I can't take the man to the mall because he will like shoot into a Victoria's Secret, hold up the first brassiere he can find, and be like, "Does this match my eyes?" In his big ass fucking work boots, and like all of the women are awkward about it.
Listen, I
Like,
know that's like super embarrassing, but like to hear it, like that shit's funny as hell.
they're like, "You're not a B cup, sweetheart. Like at best, A negative A. You're not even a
concave. Get you a bralette, honey.
You're not even, just like stick some turkey fucking like cutlets in there, sweetheart.
Oh my God.
You're not even supposed to be here. Like, why are you even in this store?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's like the stuff he likes to do, and he loves like shitty fucking jokes, right?
Oh
And
man, me too.
So I don't remember what joke he said. It wasn't even good. It was just like something, it was slightly offensive. It was gross. And so my
Perfect.
sweet mother is like trying to keep up and be cool and like hip and happening, and she was like, she was like shaking her head like she was like a cat ready to pounce, you know. She was like, and she
Like
had
that
this,
one gif, Shaq, that's like
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, that's exactly what she was doing.
like a white mom realtor
Yes, or a nurse
with that fun mom energy.
Yeah.
Here's an on fire garbage can.
Or a nursery.
Could be a nursery.
So she's doing that whole vibe, and she's like, I've got a joke, but it's a little racist. And she almost whispers it, like it's a whisper. She's like, it's a little
racist.
It's a little racist.
Like my
But
mother
it was like,
does.
It was like fun. Like she had just ordered a plate of fries for the table, right? And she's like, let's be bad.
Had to make sure everyone was on board with it.
Yeah, she's like, let's be bad. My sister was not comfortable, but me and my nephew were like, we're all goddamn ears. And she's like, okay.
I love your nephew.
Me too. My mom had just spent like, I don't know, about a month in Brazil with my family there. And so apparently my cousin had told her this joke. And she said that her friend had told her this joke. And my mom is, and her rationale is like, it's not racist because the person who originally told the family the joke was of a darker complexion than us. Therefore, it can't...
It's not racist for them to tell it, but
It's still bad.
va. It's racist for you to tell it.
Yeah, va. It is racist. So anyways, this
Gonna tell
joke...
it?
I'm gonna tell it.
Oh my God.
Can I tell it? I'm gonna tell it. So,
God.
the joke is...
Don't say the N-word.
It's not the N-word, because it's in Portuguese. You're welcome. Okay, so this joke, and it translates...
Oh my God.
This African American gentleman, he's expecting his first child.
This black guy.
Yeah,
Just say it like it is.
with his wife, obviously. Like it's a female who's pregnant.
As opposed to what?
He's not pregnant. She is. He's expecting her to deliver his first child, and so they're having trouble figuring out the name for this child, right? And so one of his friends like, oh well, there's this fountain. And all the Asian people, that's how they name their kids. You go to this fountain, you throw a stone in, and it'll tell you the name. It's a magical fountain. He's like, that's crazy, but let's try it out. And so he goes there, and he gets a rock, and he throws it in, and it's like, I feel bad, but like there's no one else here. Okay, so he throws the rock in the water. Well, actually, I'm sorry, I'm fucking it up. He sees a family standing by this fountain, an Asian family. They throw a rock in, it says ching chong ching. They're like, okay, and they walk off. Another family comes up, they throw a rock in, chong ching chong. And they're like, cool, and they walk off. And so he's like, all right, I'm gonna try this. And so he throws a rock in, and it says chimpanzee. And he's like, that's rude, what? And so he's like, tries another rock, and it's like chimpanzee again. And he was like, fuck this shit. And he was like, I'm gonna try one more rock, and then if not, I'm gonna be pissed, you know? So he throws another one, just chimpanzee again. He gets a big ass boulder and he throws it in the water, and it goes Creole, which is the equivalent in Portuguese to the N-word, but it's not an A, it's a hard R. It's a hard R. Definition-wise. And so my mom, like,
it's
tells
not
this-
even like the companionable N-word. It's like the real racist one.
It's the like the mean, like, let's cut the chase, I'm rude word. Okay?
I'm a terrible person.
Yeah. And so my mom's telling this whole joke. Keep in mind, she's an angel, and she's telling the whole joke perfectly, unlike me. And she gets to the punchline. She says it. We don't know originally what that word means. The only people in this room that do know that are my dad, her, and my sister. My sister is aghast. She got whiter somehow. My dad busts out laughing, almost chokes on some fucking turkey. Like, he is having a grand old time. Me and my nephew are, like, just still waiting for this. And so when he, like, tells us what the word means, we're like, oh, shit. No, she didn't. On the day of thanks?
So funny.
So, yeah.
It would have been, like, 10,000 times better if she had said it at, like, Christmas dinner.
I don't think he got invited to Christmas.
Let's not go into it.
He was not invited back.
I love your mom. I really do.
She's just classic.
I remember the first time you told me that story, I was just aghast. Aghast? I was...
A gasp?
Aghast.
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 There's a T at the end.
So
I didn't just have gas.
I'm studying for my bachelor's degree. I'm really smart, you guys. I have a 3.7 GPA. And I don't know basic words.
Well, don't feel bad. I can't even hand you a cup, and I will have my bachelor's. I will have my bachelor's
in December
with a 4.0. So
we are
educations do nothing faux smarts.
We're book smart, but we had no common sense.
So this has been another week with us on the Socially Awkward Sessions.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter so you don't miss a single update. Catch you next time. Bye.